This interview is the 25th in a series focusing on vendors who are selling their wares at the Taste New York market at the Western New York Welcome Center. In this vendor spotlight, Cathy Ganci, owner-operator of Ganci's Famous BarBQue, shares the story of Ganci's barbecue sauce, along with some business and marketing experiences, tips, and strategies. Spotlight on Ganci's Famous BarBQue.
So, in 1926, my grandparents, Florence and Frank Ganci, opened a grocery store on Massachusetts and Shields. My grandmother was pregnant with my dad, the youngest of 6. And they had it until my dad took it over in 1962. My brothers and I helped with the business from 1978 until it closed. The West Side store closed in 2000. And then we had another store from 1992 to 2017 in the Lovejoy area of Buffalo, New York. This is the original Ganci's on the corner of Massachusetts and Shields. 1926, my grandparents and 2 of my oldest aunts. And this is where it all began.
What is your product?
I have famous barbecue sauce that was made famous at our grocery store on the west side of Buffalo in the 70s. A friend of my father's, Joe Sanfilippo, came to work for us in the early 70s. And with that, he brought his barbecue sauce recipe made famous on ribs, wings, and steak sandwiches. And we put a char pit in, and the west side absolutely loved it. And when our stores closed, the west side one in 2000, people still wanted the sauce, so my brother and I would make it at home for friends and family. And, you know, it was just something that I thought would be a good market for, and I took it to market not knowing what to expect, and it's been quite an adventure.
Who's involved in ownership and operation of the Ganci's barbecue sauce?
So I started an LLC, and it's myself and my 3 children, Grace, Andy, and Jessica. And I am the workhorse. They're the behind scenes because they have families and they're busy in their own lives, and I'm not.
As you were thinking about starting your business, you reached out to the Cornell Food Venture Center in Geneva at Cornell Agritech.
Correct. I made a phone call because I didn't know what I was doing, and they basically walked me through the process. They sent the paperwork, the packet, and it was all done very quickly. Unbeknownst to me, I really thought I was ready and wasn't, but they calmed me down and, took it step by step with me. I'm not very tech savvy, and they walked me basically through the process of what needs to be done. You need a scheduling process that has to be approved. You need a co-packer because I have a home processor's registration for another business. I needed a 20CL license that I couldn't get because of the home processor's registration. So they suggested me hiring a co-packer, and I found Craft Cannery in Bergen, New York, and he took me on as a customer. And April of 23, we had our first dial-in, and by June, I was picking up my first batch that consisted of 76 cases of jars and 18 cases of gallons, and started calling around to Western New York area stores, small stores, and asking if they wanted, to try my product, to get it on their store shelves, and we had success. I'm currently in 26 stores in Western New York, and 2 places in Florida now sell the sauce.
What are your sales like now?
So, 26 stores since June. We've had, multiple repeat orders going to stores. The Western New York Welcome Center is one of our vendors. They get their product through Tarantino Foods. They're the only ones that get it through a distributor. I call the other stores myself and just ask, if it's time for a reorder, and I'll just go make the delivery, when they need it. The product is unique because it's not a Southern barbecue, because when people say barbecue sauce, they think of Southern molasses, brown sugar, Worcestershire, anything in there, and it's not. This is ketchup and hot sauce and a handful of spices. And Joe Sanfilippo came up with this recipe. Again, he had a restaurant bar back in the 60s, and when he came to work for us in the 70s at our store, my dad put a char pit in, and it's just a family recipe that we've had, and it's made famous on Buffalo's west side, Massachusetts and Shields.
Where are your products sold these days?
So Niagara Produce in both, in Elma and in East Amherst. Johnny's Meats on Hurdle. Maloney's Meats on Ellicott Creek. We have Western New York Welcome Center that sells it. They get it shipped in from Tarantino Foods. And I did a taste sampling there when they had their 10th of Taste New York. And it was a wonderful day. Small local stores have it. From Fairport all the way to Springville. And 2 places in Florida now carry it for Buffalo-made products.
And do you have any suggestions on marketing experiences, tips, and strategies?
So marketing experiences, I'm really not that tech savvy, so my children had to help with the Facebook page, and very currently we have a Instagram account, but I've also had a website, and the gentleman that did the website actually did my website for my Jags cookie business that's 10 years old this past December. So home processors registration, which is why I can't produce this barbecue sauce myself, that I had to go outside and hire a co-packer for it. But my cookie business, Jags Homemade Goodies, is my 3 children's names, Jessica, Andy, and Grace. That is a huge passion of mine. And I bake mainly for the month of December for Christmas. It's Italian cookies, but I get people that sometimes crave Italian cookies throughout the year, and I will bake on demand.
What's the current volume of your production?
So in October, we picked up our 5th batch. And like I stated before, each batch is either 76 cases of jars, and there's 6 jars per case, or 18 to 19 cases of gallons, and there's 4 gallons per case. The first 3 batches were both 76 and 18, and the last 2 were just 76 cases of jars. I have gallons made because I'm hoping to get into restaurants, and commercial kitchens can't have glass in them. So I have gallons, the plastic gallons, hoping I can get into, more places like that to do their ribs or wings or whatever they would like to do with it. My website has all of the places, and when you look up Sauce Finder, it has the pins of where you can buy it. My future plans, I would love to be in many more states and have something that my children and grandchildren could be just proud of and continue the process to carry on our family's name. Although my husband isn't part of the LLC that myself and my 3 children have, he is a huge part of this business, because without him, I couldn't find my way around the block. He is the truck driver. When we make deliveries, when we pick up, product from Bergen, New York, he is there 100% right next to me, not behind me, not in front of me, right next to me. And I have his blessing, and without that, I would not have this business.
As Cathy writes on her business webpage, Ganci-'s famous barbecue sauce is more than just a condiment. It's a labor of love that has been passed down through generations in their family. What sets their sauce apart is the careful selection of high-quality ingredients combined with the perfect balance of flavors. No shortcuts, no compromises. Only the finest ingredients and a commitment to preserving the authentic flavors that have been delighting taste buds for decades. Thank you to Cathy Ganci for enthusiastically sharing the story of Ganci's famous barbecue sauce, based in Buffalo, New York. For more details, I encourage you to visit the webpage, Ganci'sFamousBarbecue.com, or Ganci's social media sites on Facebook and Instagram. Ganci's Famous Barbecue Sauce is available at the Taste New York Market at the Western New York Welcome Center on Grand Island. It is also available in a growing list of retail and wholesale venues in the Buffalo area and beyond. As Cathy said, you can check the Sauce Finder tab on Ganci's webpage for the nearest outlet. Ganci's Famous Barbecue Sauce is another example of how small businesses in New York State are continually adjusting to changes in the economy and markets as they strive to make locally grown, manufactured, or processed and packaged foods, beverages, goods, and services available to consumers throughout the state, region, and beyond.